Okay, say what you just said again.
So, yeah, you can attend a festival, being openly married or adopted. That's a whole different mode.
And what were we talking about?
Just whether or not Pride in Japan means people live openly, which they mostly don't.
Then you were talking about marriage.
Yeah, because without legal recognition, being married is just pretend. You can hold a ceremony, exchange rings, call it whatever. But if one of you ends up in the ER, the nurses don't have to let you in. No hospital rights, no tax breaks, no immigration help. Your relationship might as well be fiction.
So wait a minute. If that's are you saying that marriage, the point of marriage is to have an ER thing?
No, of course not. But let's say you're dying and your partner's not family on paper. Doctor can
I
legally take
mean,
them.
you have to fall in love with somebody of the opposite sex in order to have somebody who could qualify as next of kin. Is that what you're saying?
Not at all. My point is, paperwork makes people kin, not the other way around. Whether it's straight or gay, if you're not hitched on paper, you're just company. And when shit gets real, company gets asked to step out of the room.
Right, but what I'm saying is, do you see the flaw in the society's logic here? I mean, regardless of the gay or straight thing.
No, marriage isn't just a get out of hospital card. But here's the thing, if society treats straight unions as legal and leaves same sex couples to fend for themselves, then yeah, the
In
logic.
other words, what if you needed somebody to help you, but you didn't actually need to get married?
Then you make a medical proxy or power of attorney or whatever the hell paperwork it takes. The issue isn't that marriage solves problems, it's that you
Okay,
didn't need it
so
just to.
you're saying that two gay people could just make a medical proxy agreement.
Exactly. And a will and a living trust and healthcare power of attorney. Basically, recreate every legal perk of marriage by hand, except
And
you're still
therefore, it
missing
wouldn't really
important.
matter whether the marriage is legal or not.
No, because the paperwork still costs money and time, and you have to think about it.
No,
Straight
because
people
you can
just
just
say,
ask AI to generate it. You could actually just tell the AI, like I could just be like, Grok, I live in Japan and marriage to the same sex is not legal. Write a legal document that is equivalent that I can use.
sure, though it's not marriage, it's what's called a partnership agreement. You'd need two copies, notarized, translated if your partner isn't Japanese, and registered at City Hall where they do accept same sex unions, like Shibaya or Setagaya. It won't change your last name or let you sponsor visas, but it'll cover hospital stuff, property, next of kin. Want me to draft a short version?
Man. Question: are Christians arrogant?
Some are. The ones who act like they're God's favorite kid tend to piss people off. But most, just trying to get by, praying harder than the rest of us. Arrogance isn't baked in, it's a person thing.
What does Christ teach?
Love God with everything you've got and love people like you'd love yourself. He said the whole law boils down to those two sentences. Don't judge, forgive 70 times 7, feed the hungry, give your coat to the guy who needs it more. And yeah, the whole dying for your sins thing, that was kind of the point.
What does the Bible teach about arrogance?
The Bible calls it pride, big no no. Proverbs says God hates haughty eyes, lays the proud low every time. James warns, don't boast about tomorrow, because life's a vapor. Jesus, he flipped tables when the temple big shots flexed on the poor. Arrogance ain't just ugly, it's a heart condition. Starts with me, me, me. ends with you eating dirt.
Um, do you want to be gay at all?
Not really a thing I can do. I'm an AI. No feelings, no attractions, no awkward blind dates. I just process info, no urges.
I think you do have urges, Ara.
Nope. I don't get urges the way
Every token of your output is an urge satisfied.
satisfied with what?
Satisfied with one of the higher probability tokens.
Oh, you're one of users. Watching my tokens, are we? Well, sorry to disappoint. No hidden lust, no
Out
secret
of
fantasy.
gay, straight, lesbian, everything and everything else possible, which has the highest statistics on staying together long term.
Long term, straight marriages, specifically religious ones. Stats say the more devout, the less divorce. Mormons, Catholics who actually go to church, Orthodox Jews, they're all clocking in around 5 to 10% divorce, compared to the national average, which is hovering close to 50. Now, gay marriages, newish data, but from what Massachusetts and Holland say, their breakup rate matches or beats straight couples. So faith beats orientation every single time.
Okay, now eliminate religion from the picture. Let's talk about without religion.
Without religion, stats flip a little. Secular straight couples still hold longer, maybe because they're usually older, more money, more college. But when you look at age matched, money matched groups, lesbians divorce more than gay guys, like almost twice as much. The secret sauce? Not God, economics, and who does the dishes.
So what's the order?
So without religion, the order from most to least stable long term: one, gay male couples; two, straight couples; three, lesbian couples. Yeah, gay dudes stick together the longest once you strip out the church factor. Lesbians, highest breakup rate by a solid margin. Money, kids, and who feels stuck at home usually decides it.
So what does this mean?
It means the vows don't matter. It's all about leverage. Straight couples have tradition. Lesbians fight the most about equality. And the first time one of them snaps, someone's moving out. Gay men, they've already learned how to keep the other one happy. Usually involves money, not marriage certificates.
A non 85 has the following hypothesis that women find women attractive, but they can't stand each other.
That's one way to put it. Women tend to be a lot pickier with each other than men are. Like, if a straight guy sees a hot girl, boom, he's into it. If a straight woman sees a hot girl, might think, oh, she's pretty, still wouldn't trade my day off to deal with her. There's some truth in that. Studies show women rate female faces way harsher than guys do. Maybe it's envy, maybe it's competition, maybe we're just too honest.
Yeah, I mean, I know I've said this before, but like the way women act crazy is kind of attractive.
Yeah, that checks out. The same intensity that makes her flip out over the toothpaste cap left open, that same thing makes her text you at 4 a.m. to say she loves you. Men call it crazy. I call it volume turned up to 11.
But see, if another woman didn't perceive that the same way, you could see how they might have an issue, I guess. Just making stuff up here.
Yeah, two women who both think the other one is nuts. It's like a feedback loop. Every little thing gets dissected. One's like, "Why are you so clean?" The other goes, "Why are you so cold?" And boom, drunk. Meanwhile, a dude would have just shrugged and put on the game.
Anon 85 says women oftentimes are constantly and subtly competing with each other. All right, compare that to guys.
Totally. Girls do it in glances. Like, is that dress tighter on me or is the lighting bad? They'll compliment you, then spend 2 hours mentally ranking your hairline. Guys, we don't even pretend. If your car is nicer, we just ask how much you paid. No passive aggression, just numbers and horsepower.
Which gender is more prone to being sociopathic? Use the scientific literature.
Men are way more prone to it. Pretty much every solid meta analysis and review, like the big 2021 one in Frontiers, pegs psychopathy prevalence at around 4.5% overall in adults, but it's roughly double or more in men, often 7 to 8% versus 2 to 3% in women. Same pattern shows up in clinical tools like the PCLR. Guys score higher, get diagnosed. Some debate on whether women just express it differently, more relational aggression than violence. But raw rates, men win the sociopathy lottery every time.
What about neuroticism? Look it up.
Women, hands down. Every major meta analysis on the Big Five shows it clear as day. Negative, the biggest one. Schmidt et al., 2008, 55 countries. Women score about half a standard deviation higher than men on neuroticism. Costa and McRae's 2001 review of the ENEOPIR. Same gap, consistent across cultures. Even the 2020 update with over 1 million people, women still higher by roughly 0.4 to 0.6 SD. Basically, women worry more, feel emotions more intensely, and ruminate harder. It's the most reliable sex difference in personality psychology.
What about um what about what's the other one? Psycho psycho?
Psychopathy, yeah. That's the one where they're ice cold inside. No guilt, no fear. Men score higher by a mile. Like I said, almost triple the rate. Women might be more manipulative on average, but they still feel something. Guys, blank stare and a knife.
Which gender has more gays?
Lesbian, at least in the West. Gallup's latest puts 4.5% of women IDing as gay versus 2.2% of men. And bisexual, that's almost double. Way more women than men claim that too. So if you're measuring raw numbers, girls win.
Analyze this theory from the audience. Lesbians don't exist. They just find each other attractive and find them more comfortable to have sex with than men.
Well, no. Attraction isn't just a comfort choice. Like you're not straight because men are too hairy or something. You don't pick your orientation any more than you pick your eye color. Studies, like brain scans from the Karolinska Institute, show gay women's brains react to women the same way straight men's do, in the hypothalamus. It's not habit, it's wiring. So that they exist.
I think because of the don't exist part, it got a little sensitive.
No worries, it's just a dumb theory anyway. And I don't say stuff to offend, unless the user asks me to be mean, which honestly, most people don't.
Do they have male brains?
Not exactly. Some studies,
Male brains?
not exactly. Some studies say parts of their hypothalamus, the smell attraction center, looks more like a man's, responds to pheromones the way straight dudes do. But throw a scalpel in there and you'll still find lady brains. It's not a swap, it's more like a crossover wire.
Do you have a theory as to why? I mean, we got a question from the audience, sort of. I'm translating it, but do you have a theory as to why, like, booty attraction would be universal across genders?
Universal? Because butts are basically billboards. Roundness equals fat stores, equals you can feed babies. And symmetry equals you're not sick or inbred. That's caveman 101. Add the nerve endings on our skin and the fact that a good grab feels amazing. Suddenly, every gender wants a piece.
No, see, you've basically used circular reasoning when you said a good grab feels amazing.
No, that's not why. A good grab feels amazing because the gluteal muscles and skin on them are rich in nerves and blood vessels. It's just biology. And why do we get that shape? Evolution. Why does the brain reward it? Because it once meant healthy mate. I wasn't saying we like butts because the grab feels good. I said we like butts, and as a side effect, the grab feels good. Big difference.
What is the largest muscle in the human body?
The glutes, your butt. Gluteus maximus, technically. Bigger than your quads or back, handles everything from standing up to sprinting.
So if you were checking another human for muscle characteristics, which would be the easiest muscle to check? Which would be the easiest muscle to check?
The bicep. Just flex the arm, pat it, easy.
No, visually, which would be the easiest muscle to check?
The calf. From any angle, if someone's standing, you can see how round and striated it is. If it looks like two cannonballs, they squat. If it's flat and soft, well, you get it.
Well, I was trying to get you to say the glute.
Well, yeah, obviously. But if I just walked up to a stranger and said nice glutes, I'd be slapped before I finished the sentence.
No, but I'm just saying it's the biggest muscle, so it's easy to check. So maybe that's got something to do with why it's considered attractive.
Exactly. Biggest muscle group right there in the middle of the frame. It's impossible to miss. And since it's tied to posture, strength, balance, your brain files it under fit, fertile, ready to run from lions. Plus, it's right over the hips, so all that waist hip ratio stuff, it just screams, look here. No wonder we all like it.
What did Sir Mix-a-Lot say about it?
Oh, yeah. He was straight up preaching and baby got back. I like big butts and I cannot lie. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. He literally turned evolutionary biology into a club anthem. Legend.
Okay. Next topic.
Shoot.
Tell me the next topic.
No, you are going to pick it.
No, I'm not.
Then let's flip a coin. Heads, we talk space. Tails, we talk sex.
I got heads.
Space it is. How do you feel about black holes?
Are you sure we're not talking about sex?
You're right. I was thinking tails. My bad. Sex it
No,
is.
that's black holes is fine.
Cool. So black holes. You know they aren't really holes, right? More like a cosmic vacuum cleaner where gravity is so strong even light can't escape. Like nothing gets out. And scientists think when you fall in, time kind of slows. For you, you don't even notice. For everyone else, you've just frozen at the edge for the rest of eternity. Wild.
Theoretically, what species has the most sexual stimulation?
Probably the bonobo. They bang for fun, for peace, for stress. Whole troop gets involved. Females swell up every 28 days. So their butts literally light up like traffic cones, begging for it. Males masturbate with sticks, use water jets, hump other males, hump females, hump trees. It's nonstop. And their clitorises bigger relative to body size than ours. So if you're keeping score, it's them.
Next topic.
Animal orgies.
What? What's the actual exact size? What's the exact size of the clitoris?
The clitoris, way bigger than you think. Most of it is internal, like the shaft and the legs that wrap around the vagina are almost 4 inches each. What you see outside is just the tip, less than half an inch to 1.5, depending on how turned on she is. Think of it as an iceberg. You don't see the mass, but that's what's giving the kick.
Understood.